The main character wakes up and finds out that he has to go to school. Gates have appeared all over the world, and there is a war going on between hunters and monsters. Hunter Songjin takes care of his sick mother and younger sister, making a living in the dungeons. Songjin gained the ability to level up like in a game. He seeks to obtain the elixir of life for his mother. My new profession is the Monarch of Shadows. The teacher asks if Songjin will allow his sister to become a hunter. Songjin refuses, explaining that this is impossible. Sunjenya returns home, where he is greeted by the association's manager. The manager informs that Songjin and his sister will participate in the training. Songjin agrees, despite his doubts. Songjin and his group are participating in a training session for young hunters. The leader of the group, Kim Chal, is unhappy that he is being forced to babysit young hunters. Sunjin promises not to help too much, so that young hunters can learn by themselves. The group enters the Red Gate, from which it is impossible to exit at will. The monsters are stronger in the Red Gate, and there is no point waiting for help. Songjin forms a second squad to increase the chances of survival. The group encounters the ice bears and decides to go deeper into their territory. Songjin uses summoning magic to heat up the group. The group is facing new dangers and enemies. Songjin meets Baekhyangho, who came to pick him up. Baekhyangho doubts that Songjin will be able to survive in the Red Gate. Songjin continues to fight despite the difficulties. The main character Jinwoo encounters an ancient creature that has escaped from a new gate and has the ability to absorb the powers of other hunters. During the confrontation, he learns about the existence of a parallel world, from where all the gates and monsters originate. Using the full power of his army of shadows and his newfound abilities, Jinwoo embarks on an epic battle that will determine the fate of both worlds. The characters celebrate the victory. The author ends the episode, expressing the hope that everything ended well. Returning home, the gate opens and the heroes return home. One of the heroes decides to stay to monitor the situation. The rest of the guild members are stuck in the gate. During the evaluation, the pressure gauge fails, indicating an error. The employee explains that the device cannot measure mana levels above the S-rank threshold. Due to the unprecedented testimony, Jinwoo's reassessment stops pending approval from higher authorities, and he is told to return in 3 days. Meeting with Changin, Changin sees Jinwoo and is convinced of his incredible strength. He invites Jinwoo to join his Hunter-S guild, but Jinwoo declines the request, citing haste, and quickly leaves the scene. Meeting with Guo Gongmi, Gongmi congratulates Jinwoo on his achievement and explains the reason for the delay in the final assessment of the S ranks. A deliberate period of opportunity to meet with unusual hunters and offer them positions within the association. The strategy of defeating the boss of the demonic castle. Jinwoo begins a strategy to defeat the boss, realizing that he may need equipment to counteract fire magic. He checks the auction market of hunters for tools, but discovers that the price for them is too high. In the final scenes, Jinwoo accepts the opportunity to join in a rank raid with the Hunter Guild to finance his plans, albeit only as a recruit miner. The main character got lost and went out to the boss room. The hunter warns him about the danger of the boss waking up and notices that the hero does not smell like other hunters. The hunter explains that the heroine is patrolling the dungeon. The hero assumes that his scent is different from other hunters. The hunter offers the hero a job in the guild, but he refuses. Preparing for the raid, the hero agrees to participate in the raid. The Hunters Guild has 2 squads, which makes them strong. The hero receives an offer to work in the guild. Meeting with Songjin, the hero meets Songjin, who offers him lunch. The hero agrees, but warns that this is his last time. Songjin offers the hero a job in the guild. The squad enters a dungeon with less mana than in the past. The hero feels restless. As in the Red Gate, the squad is facing C-rank monsters. The squad engages in battle with monsters. The hero uses magic to weaken enemies. The squad wins, but faces a strong opponent. The squad discovers a powerful barrier and a trap. The boss, Kargulgun, appears and offers a fight. The hero and the squad are preparing for the final battle. Cha-Hayan visits the Orang Gate, where the second strike group of the Hunter Guild is fighting for their lives. The captain of the group, Ki-hung, decides to attack the orcs first, but Kargulgan quickly deals with him with the help of gravity magic. Jinwoo intervenes and says that he only stayed away because the Hunters Guild has the rights to the dungeon, but their current situation is life-threatening. He asks Ki-hoon if he can take on all the monsters in the dungeon. Ki-hoon agrees. Jinwoo summons a legion of shadow soldiers. After defeating the boss, Jinwoo extracts his shadow and calls a task for getting the name Kargulgan. Then the agents quickly leave so that no one finds out about what happened. Jinwoo reveals himself as South Korea S10 THS rank hunter, returns to the demon castle, and helps Yunho realize Jinwoo's ever-growing power. Intense battle between Jinwoo and a female demon knight. Suddenly, the knight removes his helmet and surrenders. Jinwoo, puzzled, turns to leave, but the knight tries to attack him. The Feng intervenes and prevents the attack. Jinwoo and the knight make a deal. She promises to help him get a pass to the next floor if he spares her life. Jinwoo agrees, and the knight, who introduces herself as Asel, the eldest daughter of the Riduru family, joins him. Emil says there was a voice in her head telling her to defend their territory. She also reveals that she and the other knights ended up in this place after waking up in the demonic world. They were preparing for war with a powerful enemy, but now their fate is tied to Jinwoo. Meanwhile, in the Hunter world, Wu and Guo are discussing a recent incident on the island involving giant magical insects. Guo initiates the fourth raid on Jeju Island, warning the neighboring islands of the danger. On the 90th floor, Jinwoo and Asel encounter Rem, the demon lord, and his wyvern. A large-scale battle begins, in which Asel distracts the Rem, giving Jinwoo a chance to win. After the fight, Jinwoo declares that the Riduru family is now the ruler of the castle, and Asel corrects him when he mistakenly calls their family Raidus. How do you like the video? Subscribe and like it if you like the video.